Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. Guys, if you are an Hbar holder, you have to stick around until the end of this video, because what we are witnessing right now around Hedera and Hbar is truly something special. I mean, there is not another project in this space that has nearly the amount of updates and partnerships and connections that Hedera has right now. I mean, I thought that I couldn't get surprised with the moves that Hedera has been making until yesterday. We're going to talk about it. We're roughly 2 months into 2024, and it feels as though Hedera is truly taking over. At least for those that are actually paying attention. If you are not looking into Hedera right now, I really do feel bad for you, because this is an absolute giant. And I do believe that Hbar will be extremely valuable, and we will talk about that in this video. So first off, let's dive on in to the big news that everyone has already known about, which is, of course, the Hashgraph Association's $250 million partnership with the Saudi Ministry of Investment. The Ministry of Investment welcomes the launch of a deep tech venture studio in Riyadh by the Hashgraph Association. Now, this is actually going to be a 5-year based project from 2024 to 2028. I suppose that the full project is going to run the full course from 2024 all the way to the end of 2028 into like 2029. But we also have the program's core aim is to expand and accelerate the growth of the Hedera ecosystem, and its plans to support as many as 500 companies over the 5-year period. So this is tremendous growth. And again, this is a big deal, especially when we look at how big Hedera has become, especially the ecosystem, right? I've been talking about the ecosystem a lot because there's so much value and volume behind it at this point in time that it's just crazy to think that Hbar can't be in the top 10 by the end of the cycle. But according to the release shared with BSC News, companies selected will receive dedicated support from the Ministry of Investment of Saudi Arabia through the facilitation of entrepreneurial licenses and also the entrance of companies under Saudi laws and regulations, including connecting them with key government stakeholders, strategic partners, and investors. And also the president of the Hashgraph Association said, "We are delighted to sign the major strategic partnership with the Ministry of Investment of Saudi Arabia. We are committed to investing in a digital future through our deep tech venture studio in Riyadh that will positively contribute to the 3 pillars of Vision 2030 and foster a thriving digital economy in Saudi Arabia. Hashgraph will now begin onboarding various engineers, experts, and industry partners to build out the ecosystem designed to assist successful applicants. To make an application, visit hashgraph-saudi.com. And again, like, when we look at these moves being made, guys, like, I'm in awe, because you guys know me. I've been talking about Hedera for well over 3 years now. And when we really look at what was happening around Hedera back in 2021, for an example, versus now, it truly opens your eyes to why having conviction with some of these strong players in the space does pay off. Yes, I know, right? In terms of the price action, it hasn't gotten there yet where we wanted it to, but it pays off having investments behind projects like this that continue to thrive, continue to expand, and all of that is value added to Hbar, because Hbar powers everything around Hedera. So in the future, I have zero doubt that Hbar will be extremely valuable. But also, this news. We are excited to announce that MDLZ, or Mondelez International, hope that I'm saying that name correctly, the multinational food company behind iconic brands such as Oreo, Ritz Crackers, and Toblerone, has joined the Hedera Council, furthering its exploration into real-world applications of DLT. And this is a huge, huge move by Hedera. I mean, when you really look at how crazy this is, I mean, guys, back in 2021, let me take you guys back real quick. In 2021, I said that Hedera will be a household name. It will be a blue chip name. Everyone knows the Oreo name. Everyone knows the Ritz Crackers name. People know these brands. Hedera is directly tapped in with these brands now. Think about how crazy that is. And it's all around real world applications. By joining the Hedera Council, MDLZ strengthens its position at the forefront of digital transformation and is working to develop DLT-enabled solutions on the Hedera network, initially focused on supply chain management and enhanced consumer engagement opportunities. We are excited to continue our commitment to the digital transformation, exploring distributed ledger technologies alongside Hedera. And here are all of their other brands. Like I said, everyone knows these names. I mean, at this point, how can you look at Hedera and say, yeah, I'm not really bullish on them? Like, this is crazy to say the least. But beyond that, we look forward to seeing how this new partnership between Hedera and MDLZ International will further demonstrate the value of DLT through enterprise application, showcasing real-world utility in the emerging decentralized economy. Now, over here, we have huge thanks to the global lead of digital strategy at Mondelez and also blockchain for joining us on the podcast to share his insight on why Mondelez joined the Hedera Council and how they will utilize the network to drive digital transformation. And here we have the key points. They have operations in more than 80 countries and is the company behind iconic food brands such as, and we already know the names. By joining the Hedera Council, Mondelez aims to develop DLT-based solutions on the network in digital transformation, supply chain management, and consumer engagement. They are currently working with rising fintech SQX to leverage the Hedera network for enhanced consumer engagement opportunities. So this is a big deal. And when we really look at the company, they're actually focused on the 2050 net zero emissions goal. This is a goal that's been around for a little bit of time now, since going back to 2021 with Hedera. EDF, for an example, which is a major energy company. When they joined the GC, they were also talking about 2050 net zero emissions. They are not achieving this without tapping into Hedera. And I have a funny feeling that a lot of these companies are going to be tapped in with Hedera for the same exact thing. And this is all around the value chain. When we look at these initiatives, I'm telling you guys, all of these things that are a part of the business model are going to be running over DLT. Think about how crazy it's going to get for Hedera. I mean, when we really look at Hedera, I really do think that Hedera is going to become a massive name in the game. And everyone will know the Hedera name. And this got posted back in December 13th, actually. And it was all around sustainability. So where do you think they went? Well, now we know. They went to Hedera. This is why Hedera is becoming an absolute leader in the real world. Also, the About Us section. Here you can have a few little in-depth viewpoints regarding the actual company. Over 150 countries already tapped in with them. We are one of the largest snack companies in the world with global net revenues of approximately $31.5 billion in 2022. We hold the #1 global position in biscuits, cookies, and crackers, and #2 in chocolate, while we're growing rapidly in baked snacks. We also make and sell gum and candy, as well as various cheese and grocery and powdered beverage products in certain markets. So they are a very large company, and this really proves to you just how major the Hedera network will be in the coming years. I mean, this is why I'm really forward looking when it comes to this space, because it's very easy to get caught up in the short term and say, oh, well, Hbar is really not performing. And then you go over to the cryptocurrency list and you're like, all right, well, now I'm just going to go sell my Hbar and jump into like VeChain or Beam or something like that. And it's just crazy that people are like that, flip-flopping around in the short term, when realistically speaking, most of the money that will be made around this technology is going to be in the long term. And I know that people hate me for saying that, but if you are a visionary in this space, you will reap the rewards. You will become extremely wealthy, because a lot of these projects, I mean, guys, they are infiltrating the real world. They are infiltrating billions of dollars and brands that have touched billions of people. So when we really look at how big of a move this is from Hedera, it's a massive one. But this got posted on the 14th. Guess what? January 15th, we got Hitachi, which was announced on the governing council. And this was also a big deal. Like, the moves being made right now around Hedera, I don't know how you can avoid it. I don't know how you can look at Hedera and say, yeah, I'm going to pass. Like, if the tokenomics are scaring you, which, by the way, the tokenomics are really not that bad. There's only roughly, give or take, 33% left out there that needs to be in circulation. That's not really concerning to me. It really isn't. And I've talked about why in the past. I am extremely bullish on Hedera. I am. And the reason why I am is because of all of these moves being made right now. But these are just a few, right? Like, these are just GC council moves. And they are huge, but also they continue to update us every single day about more integrations, about more expansion. These are, reward systems that are happening. And here we can actually see some of the background story behind this is Simplify. And they're actually going to be working with Hedera through Blade Wallet as well for seamless and secure reward systems. And here we have, it is estimated that the world's merchant fleet will need an additional 89,510 officers by 2026. Currently, the industry faces workforce shortages, outdated recruitment methods, fragmented career paths, scarcity of comprehensive educational resources. By offering a unified digital platform that simplifies education and community engagement, Simplify is designed to modernize and optimize both recruitment processes and career development en route towards a more integrated and technologically advanced maritime sector at large. Like, when we look at the sectors and the industries being disrupted right now by Hedera, it really is exciting to see. Like, I don't think people realize the snowball effect that is happening around Hedera right now. Like, one of these names, like, when we look at some of these companies, the snowball effect that can happen through these companies is so vast. ServiceNow, for an example, going back to 2022 with ServiceNow, I've talked about it a million times on this channel already. ServiceNow is an absolute game changer. It really is. Because now you have so many other companies that are tapped in with ServiceNow that are exposed to Hedera. And these things are still in process of being built and launching. But once they do, I really do think that it's going to take this market by storm. Also, the Equity Labs announcement just recently. They are tapped in now with Accenture. I said I'd love to see Hedera tapped in with the Equity Labs to scale AI services for Accenture's 9,000 plus clients. Should I even mention that 95% of the world's top 50 banks are clients of Accenture's? Scaling AI requires a trusted network that offers unlimited scalability, i.e. Hedera. The future will be dominated by Hbar, and it really will. Like, it's insane that most people are avoiding these types of moves being made. They're just oblivious to it. But also, when we look at the network, right? Like, look at the average TPS. And a lot of people will say, oh, no, that's nonsense. It's not actually happening. It is. Listen, there's proof that this is happening right now. And it's not fake. It's not manipulated. No. Hedera has been absolutely killing the TPS game. But beyond just TPS, look at DeFi on Hedera. 500 million in total trade volume on SaucerSwap. A new achievement from the SaucerSwap team. DeFi on Hedera continues its impressive growth with no signs of slowing down. Even TVL on Hedera itself is now at $120 million. We are getting to the point where we were back in the beginning of 2023, where we hit $160 million almost, or $161 million back in February of 2023. So we're right there with it yet again at almost $120 million. And this is going to continue to grow. And we could actually see that SaucerSwap has almost $89 million tapped in on it just by one player. Think about when we start to see more and more DeFi initiatives being built out on Hedera. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, we're just starting to see things morph into reality on Hedera. And it's very exciting to see this. And when we actually look at TVL and Hbar, this is sitting at about roughly 1.5 billion Hbar in terms of TVL. It's crazy to think about. but that's how significant the DeFi world is on Hedera right now. All of these things that we are seeing, all of these moves being made by the Hedera team, this is all value added to Hbar as an actual coin on the network that's powering the network. This is all very exciting stuff. And if you are looking at this and you're saying, oh, well, where's the price action? Where's the price action? We're not talking about price action through just hype. We're talking about substance added to the network that will ultimately lead to price action. All of these moves being made, they are very significant. And as an Hbar holder, you need to understand that this will all lead to Hbar becoming extremely valuable. I'm very excited for all of this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.